Why, hello everybody. Welcome back to 2B2T. We are here with 510 individuals and bots. ah, how the elite have fallen. Welcome to our humble little village. Yeah, so as you saw in the previous videos, New Fusionia has fallen. Now, I mean, it's not griefed. The farms are still operational. In fact, my alt is there AFK right now, but while we can use the farms, can't really store any loot there and definitely cannot build because, well, you know, we've been discovered again. Fun times. So I've spent an entire week, as well as some of the others, traveling, scouting, looking for base locations. Why aren't you loading? Who knows? All kinds of stuff not loading. Um, anyways, I don't know if... Okay, we obviously have lag. What's our 1000 ping? I wonder. Who knows what it is? It's holidays. I know my internet speed's still good. I checked it. It's at 800 megabytes per second, so I mean, should be good there. But evidently there's something going on anyways. Come on. I'd like to just fly around, please, and interact with the game. There we go. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So, spent an entire week traveling, doing all the tricks that you can possibly do. You know, we just, yeah, evidently, look at this. We're just completely glitched out. I don't know what it is. Ping is very bad today on the server, evidently. Although that's more of on my side, but whatever it is, it's affecting. It's not my internet speed, so who knows what it is. Anyways, yeah, so traveling existing trails, doing all the tricks to hide your trail when you use portals and destroying the portals and, I mean, all kinds of stuff, backtracking, leaving dead bodies here and there down long paths so that it looks like the journey ended, setting up some actual fake bases with some mini stashes of junk like we're a newbie. I probably shouldn't be saying all of this on video, but oh well. Excuse me. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of tired of it. I want to build. That's what I enjoy. And, scouting locations cool. I don't mind that, but doing all the stuff you have to do to try to hide your freaking base on this server, my goodness. Anyways, I've arrived at this location after much ado. It's got room to build. There's some neat terrain around the area. There's a ocean somewhere. I forget which direction. There's this, ocean, a warm ocean and a cold ocean. There's some mountains. There's plains. There's jungles. There's mangroves. There's uh, 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 dark forests. The only thing I don't think is around here is like taiga forests, but that's okay. We still got the tree farms back at the old base, so that's not a problem. I can AFK and fill up shulks and shulks of wood and then just transport it. So that's not an issue. And we are going to keep our old farm. All right, are we back? Maybe. I don't know. Today's ping is better now, but my goodness, today is just full of trouble here. Anyways, so need to decide, where, what, and how I'm gonna build. Um, I mean, I still want to do some more of the other style, and it's just barely loading the connection. I might not be able to do much until this all gets sorted out because it's like this is just going to be impossible. So there are some, terrain advantages, like, I mean, this little valley is pretty cool, and you got the high plateaus all around it, even though it is just savanna, which, you don't get the nice bright colors in your trees and stuff. But I could see some potential of some cool stuff in this little valley right here. Oh, look at this. We got a big cave, a bunch of big caves over here even that just come right off. How big is this inside? Probably not good to fly into it when you're lagging all over the place. Maybe we can pause for a second here. All right, yes, yes, Rocket, you can go really fast. That's nice to know, but that's not what we want to do. All right, let's come down here and take a look. One of my ideas, besides, of course, all the above ground. Oh, the cave's not as big as it was. Any other bigger stuff around? Some stuff. We got a lot of waterlogged areas. Yeah, not giant or anything. I thought this cave was going to be a lot larger. Anyways, um, yeah. So one of my ideas, what do I want to do here? I want to go up. Was that outside of the builds that I do, outside, I could take one of these big plateaus and just completely hollow it inside, and then just put great big entrances on a couple of the sides. That's interesting. Perfect circle. Um, so it looks like you're walking into this huge, chamber and everything. That's kind of neat the way it just comes out. Look, it's a guy. See, head, arm. He's holding a sword. Here's his other arm, and then his legs are a little twisted down here underneath the tree. There. See, you can't say that Minecraft algorithms are not creative. They are. I've also been trying to get my Distant Horizons working again. I don't know. I just cannot get it to work, even on my previous. Like if I switch back to 1.20.6 and turn off the bliss shader, I still can't get it to work anymore, which is kind of annoying because I want to be able to like look around and see the entire area at once. Obviously, I have the map and stuff turned off for now because I don't want to show that anymore on video and stuff for the bases, just in case someone, for somehow, people are talented. And it's been a bad month. Allies, their bases have been found and getting griefed and all that. And of course, we've lost two bases at the end, one at the end of March and then now one in April. And it's like, my goodness, you know, people are on a rampage of finding bases and destroying them or stuff. Fortunately, the guys that found us, they're really good. They did give us back all my banners. They made copies, obviously, but my shulk's full of the banners, so we have our banner collection back. They gave back my book collection, and then some various random supplies and stuff. Basically a whole inventory worth of shulks is what they gave back. So that was really nice. I appreciate that. Um, they're a good group overall. At least the two guys. Been chatting with them and stuff, and so I'm not salty or anything about that. It's the same as our group. We find stash, we take. We don't grief, because I think there's no reason to. I mean, I guess if you were at war with another faction and both sides decided, you know what, we're gonna be at war, um, that would be a different story. Let me see, it's nighttime. So we're gonna start spawning stuff. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go back to base. I can't see anything. Nothing's loading. Not even, out a little ways. So I don't know where my village is unless I turn on the map again. So we're just kind of flying around and seeing things for this episode. So that's okay. You can kind of see some of the territory and stuff that we have to work with and build on and whatnot. Must have been back the other way. If I can find the one village, I think I can make my way. I know that from the village, we would... that way from the rising sun. So, yeah. Is this the village on the cliff? Yeah, so this is the village on the cliff. Unless it's a different village on the cliff. Where's the... That's the... So didn't I just... Yeah, so it should be right over here, right? I'm lost! We'll never find our way home again. We're just completely lost forever. Oh, we're doomed. Oh, this is a completely different village. This is not the way. Yep, we're done for. We're donezo. Sorry, guys. That's it. We're just, we're forever lost in the wilderness now. We will never get anywhere anymore. Just got these 2 stacks of rockets, and that's it. And then we're just going to have to lay down and die a miserable death. In the meantime, I'm just loading tons of mobs everywhere. I'm excited to start building again. I've done my best in finding this location. I thought I had done my best in the last location. Um, so I could see some cool bridges over this. Does it continue or end? It ends, darn it. I wish it would continue all the way further and go into another ocean. That would be cool. Anyways, excited to build. Last location. Evidently, we left a portal open somewhere. That's a big mistake, obviously. Maybe it was me, maybe it was someone else. It doesn't matter. We left a portal open, and that's how we were found. So, we just need to be very careful as everybody's coming here to make sure that, we don't accidentally, leave another portal open and find our, expose ourselves, right? So, anyways, we've taken a lot of steps. It's a long journey to get to this new location. I've got myself here and my proxy here because I brought them both at the same time. I would fly to a spot, to where I was going to either go into the nether or go into the overworld. I'd fly my proxy to the same spot, then I'd destroy the portals, and then I'd move into the next spot, and so on and so forth. And then occasionally I'd just set my proxy or myself, flying out in a direction on a Lytra pitch 40 with a select inventory of what it looked like noob gear and stuff, and then I would just let it run out and fall from the sky and die to end the path. I've done all kinds of little tricks to create a mess of trails, to throw people off. I don't know if any of it'll work. I know Trace has done the same thing. He's about halfway here. Woody's about halfway here. Mac's getting started. Fen and Winter, they're on their way here. I know Dalkio's going to start coming, and same with Oct. They've been out for a while. They'll have to come from the old base because they never made it to the new... Well, no. Oct made it to the new base, but Dalkio will have to come from the old base. So there's people who got some traveling to do before they can get here, and in the meantime, I need to set up a little welcome home and stuff. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna AFK our farms at our old base. I'm gonna turn on the map so I can figure out where in the world the village is, because I've been going in circles here and I haven't found anything. And then, yeah, we'll start building up. So in the next episode or so, you'll start seeing me put together stuff. Now, I'm not going to concentrate on building a bunch of farms up front. We got the farms. I've got my alt over there. We can pearl back and forth. I'll keep AFKing those and building up materials. And in the meantime, we'll just start building, here. So, yep. And then, yeah, I'm not going to make the same mistake either. I've already stashed away, nowhere near here, just somewhere completely random on the server. I've stashed away a couple stashes of what little gear and stuff we have, so that we have backups. I was gonna do that at the new Fusionia base that you've been seeing. You saw the videos, but we just had all those chests just sitting out, and those were our only supplies. That was the leftovers from the old base, right? And I kept telling myself, I need to take some of this stuff, the non-building stuff, the rare materials, the gear, the other things. I need to go stash it away somewhere. And I kept telling myself that, and I didn't. And then look what happened. Someone came and took it all. So I mean, we're basically flat broke. Although the team does wonders. I mean, Woody, Mac, Oct, Trace, I mean, they do wonders in base hunting, and we have found little stashes already and replenished some gear, um, and different things already to help start building us up, including a whole stash of like dubs and dubs and dubs of rockets, which, I mean, we weren't short on rockets. It was the one thing that we have a lot of because of our farm, but now we have a bunch more. Anyways, thank you for joining, everybody. In the next episode, we will start building. So, see you then. Thank you and take care.